This could be horrible, but it could also be amazing. Who knows? Hi, Rito. See, I might actually want to have the browser up for this. Surely my computer can handle that. Right? Right? I think this is where I'm headed. Yes. Alright. Oh, I got more follows. I don't think I was gonna do this right now. Nah, we're not gonna do that right now. But I'll keep it up, I guess. We can do it later. I got 2 new follows yesterday after my stream with Flicky. That was nice. That's cool. I know about 1, but like, you know, 2 is twice as much as that. That's crazy. Alright, okay. Wait. So I wanted to stream today, and then I didn't want to stream today because today was rough, and then I suddenly wanted to stream today anyway because today's been rough. And when things are rough, I like to animate, and I was thinking of doing an animation stream, so it was like, might as well. Oh, hi Kiana! Welcome to stream. Thank you. Yeah, before I started using the PNG Plus. Hey! I know we're excited about crabs here, but we do not have to cut off the streamer. Like, come on, that's just... No. Okay. Thank you for the crab. Here's the crab. Before I started using the PNG Plus tuber, I actually had made new avatars to use on stream, and I had one gaming one, and I have one drawing one. And since I'm drawing today, I thought it would be fun to go back to that one, because, I don't know, she looks pretty. I am going to change her design yet again, but she looks pretty. Anyway, alright. Today, I'm doing, I guess, the first episode, if you will, of something that I want to call Animate with OrcaOtter. Which is exactly, you know, what the title says. It's animating with me. Which, like, I don't know. It sounded fun. I don't have a lot of animation experience, nor am I any pro at, like, any playing any. My thoughts lost. I lost my thoughts. I'm not a professional at any level. I've only self-taught. I know some principles. I actually was going to go search up a video on YouTube to, like, these are the basic animation principles and, like, refresh my memory on those, but I forgot to do that. So here we are. Played Uno with friends and almost started a war with all the different rules. Oh, bad. Oh, that's like half the experience of Uno when you're playing with other people. Yeah. Because, like, I don't remember why I thought of this in the first place, which was like half of the motivation, I'm sure. But I don't know. It sounds fun. Like, I like animating. And we can discuss animation tips and tricks together, and yeah. Again, I forgot why I really wanted to do this, which was like half of the motivation, I am pretty sure. But we're here anyway. I can see chat is a bit hard to read over the brushes. Hold on. I'll move you a bit. Well, you looked hard to read from a distance. Like, I couldn't place 2 cards in the same turn, like a red one and blue one. Like, what? No! Like, come on. If it's the same number, you're supposed to be able to place a red on a blue. Like, say if there's a green one on the deck, and you have a blue one and you have a red one, you can take those 2 out and put it on top of it, and then you can select which one you want on first and last. You get to choose if you want the red or the blue to continue. Like, come on, that's just standard, dude. Isn't it? Alright. Was it fun stream yesterday? Oh, thank you. It was. I had fun. Alright. No, that's harder to read, actually. This is not gonna work. Where does chat even go? Should have a background. I should really update my stream. For those who weren't here, Flicky had his debut yesterday. It was so fun. I got to be on it. I got to play Stardew Valley with him. It was so fun. And his stream looks so fire. Well, planned actually, but it looks so cool. And I'm like, damn, I also want a good stream layout. And like, me being the artist who makes it, of course I'm going to struggle a lot more than, cause like, if I had commissioned someone to do it for me, I bet I would be more happier because I wouldn't see my art and my flaws in the art, or like be like, oh, this would have wanted it this and that instead, because I would have been happy with what I got, because it's not mine. But since I am the one making my own shit, I am struggling. But anyway, chat, are you okay up there? Gonna be fine? I don't have a background for you guys just yet. Just gonna have to be okay. If anyone is having troubles, sucks to be you. Then the players were racing to say Uno before the person with one card could say Uno themselves. If they said it before them, the person had to draw more cards instead of saying Uno before the next player could finish their turn. I agree with both of these things, and this confuses me. Because my perception of it is that we're doing fine up here in the corner. Good, because you're gonna stay there. My perception is that you have to say Uno when you have one card, because if you forget, you have to draw more cards. Like if you, which means like if someone else says it before you forgot, and if someone else finishes their turn before you do, you forgot. I didn't realize there was more layers to it, and now I'm confused. Oh. Anyway, all right, okay. Let's try to make this nice and polished for YouTube. Hello and welcome everyone to my first official try at the first episode of Animate with OrcaOtter, where we simply animate and we discuss animation. We discuss animations. We discuss animations and tips, and we invite people to come and improve with us. That being said, I won't sit here and animate and be like, everyone has finished drawing their frame. Okay, let's move on. You guys are on your own on that one. If you can't keep up, you're gonna have to watch this playback on the VOD, or maybe a YouTube video, as I said, and, you know, do it there. Because, like, yeah, this is a live stream right now. I am all over the place, but when am I not? First things first, I did not start anything. I did that intentionally. This is my Clip Studio Paint. I even removed a dock. So, well, I don't think it's called a dock in Clip Studio Paint. It's called a dock in OBS. I even removed the thing where what I used to animate, just so I could show it to you. I did prepare that. I did prepare that much. Did not take a lot, but it did prepare that much. This is the standard layout of my Clip Studio Paint. I have my brushes, I have my settings. I'm not going to discuss Clip Studio Paint and how I set that up, because that's just my preferences, and also that's not what we're here to do. No, we're animating, and so what I do, I start a new file art thingy program, right? And hold on. This desk is still not the biggest. What you can do is you can go to this one, and then this one is called animation, and it sets up an animation file for you, which is really nice. I used this at the first. Well, I used it when I first started animating. And you get to change your width and height. And it sets up this border here. I'm gonna show you this afterwards, because I wanted to talk about frame rates. But it sets up this border here where you can draw outside of it, but the animation itself takes part inside of the box, which is nice. It's nice to be able to see what's on the other side of the frame. It can help with proportions and layouts, maybe even perspective and stuff. I have not been too familiar with how I set that up because I kind of went another direction when I started out animations. But anyway, frame rate. Um, I am learned animator from Flipaclip. You know the app on the mobile stuff. The app on mobile phones and iPads and such and such. And it works different there than it does on Clip Studio Paint, because of course it does. And what I used to do there is that I set it to a low frame rate so that I could make... We're jumping a bit back and forth, but this is important to think about. Because frame rate, for those who don't know, is how many frames... is there something we're not seeing? There is! I did not realize that. Hold on. Let me put up the display capture. Good that you caught that. That was... Oh, and I talked about so much. Oh, man. Where is my display capture? It is here. It is set to... this one. Oh. You're supposed to be over here, not over there. And then we close this behind and... Wait. Oh. I have lots of things to prevent me from accidentally doxing myself. Here we are. There you go. Let me just take it from the top. This one's impromptu. I haven't thought of it like this much. And, I'm not the one to be able to plan this stuff out anyway. It's a good thing that we're not here for that. Right. So we're going to make an animation. That means I can take it from the top, I can make it less, messy. No, actually I can't. Take it from the top. You have your art program. You have your thingy. You can't obviously draw anything right now because there's nothing to draw on. You need to open a new file, right? Which is what we're going to do. We're opening a new one. And what you can do here in this pop-up window that doesn't show when I just have the Clip Studio window selected. Here you have the pop-up showing what you can do. You can set your width, your height, your resolution, your name, etc, etc. Alright? I usually just start this with this because it's the basic monitor size. And then I just change it afterwards. And it hasn't provided me any problems yet. But maybe in the future. Anyway, what you can do is you can go to this fancy button here. And it says animation. Right? And that's what we're doing. And you can change your width, your height, and here you can see the borders that I talked about, which I haven't talked about if we cut out the parts that I messed up, I suppose. This is messy. I haven't made YouTube videos ever. Really? I've recorded a few, and now I'm trying to make one off of a live stream? That's not gonna work. But anyway, here's your animation setup that the Clip Studio Paint provides you with. You can change your width and your height, and it gives you this fancy border, which you can draw outside of. But the animation itself only records, quote-unquote, what's inside of the box. So you can have stuff on the outside that doesn't appear in the animation, which I have found to help out with, like, proportions and perspective and stuff, especially when you're, like, used to it and you know what it does. Because it does sort of give you a bigger canvas to draw on, but it shows you less of it. So you have a slightly lesser animation canvas to animate it. Yes. And before, I would have wanted to show you, like, in frame. I was gonna say, like, I'll just click OK and then we start. But I wanted to talk about this stuff here first. The timeline, I'm not sure what it does yet. I just know you need one to animate in Clip Studio Paint. But we'll go back to that. It's the frame rate that I want to talk about right now. Because I am self-taught from Flipaclip, which I have mentioned now previously. But anyway. And there, it works in a way that I used to animate in a lower frame rate so that the frames would display slower so that I could draw less of them to see where I wanted my animation to go. And then I would just up the animation frame rate when when I wanted to add more frames into it, because Flip-a-Clip allowed that. And frame rates, for those who don't know, is how many frames the animation shows you per second. So a 10 frame rate would be... Oh, not sure if I'm gonna count that. I guess it startled me, so I guess it counts. Rude in the middle of my explanation anyway, and I was doing so good. Oh, how dare you. Well, anyway, good to see yourself hanging around, I guess. I mean, it is late. I don't expect you to hang out personally for long. That's fine. Now that you so politely interrupted me, I'll answer my mom and say goodnight. You only have yourself to blame. Alright, I did post, I did, oh. Sorry for cutting off the stream, it's very delayed for you. Oh, that's fair, I suppose, yeah. And yes, you will head out now, that's also fair. Thank you for popping in and saying hi. And jump scaring me, I guess. Yeah, okay, I did post it in the Discord, which is fine, by the way. Not that anyone, I mean, if there's anyone from Discord here that's not chatting, that's completely fine. I was just curious. Just because the results is different, but you know, anyone to themselves. If you want to watch, you watch, and if you don't want to, you don't want to. It's totally fine. No, now you do it. Can I? Oh, yes. OBS fucking. When you move around on the docks and in OBS, and then you take one out suddenly from the space, and it becomes like its own little small window. Sometimes it won't let you put it back into like the OBS window itself, and it's so annoying. But I finally did it. All right, okay. Speaking of, the Twitch is updated, right? Yes, it's updated. Okay, good. I was hoping it would say art and it wouldn't say Pacific Drive because we're not driving today. But alright, okay. Back to the scheduled program. Frame rates. For anyone who doesn't know, it's how many frames they show per second. So if you have a 10-second frame rate, you would see 10 frames in 1 second. And the more frames you have, the more smoother it would be, because the more you get to see in 1 second, right? It also means you have to animate the most frame in those seconds. Especially if you want a few seconds long video animation. And especially like if you want to like do these animation memes on YouTube, for example, those are really long. They can be up to 1 minute. That's 60 seconds. If you have 10 frames per second, that's like 600 frames. But if you have 5, you have that, and you have 300, right? So it's less to animate, but it's block per trumpet because you have less time to do what you want to do. But yeah, in Flip-a-Clip, I would just start in lower frame rates because it would inadvertently make the animation look slower because it would play less frames per second, right? And then when I wanted to add more frames, I would just up the frame rate so I could time it with the frame rate I wanted to. You can't really do that in Clip Studio Paint. At least I weren't really able to because of the way frames work. And I'm telling you all of this now because I would tell you all of that instead of just saying start out with the frame rate you want, which I probably should have just, yeah. What I should have done. Maybe I'll make a separate YouTube video. Okay. Cut to here, and we go, I wanted to talk about the frame rates, and then we talk about what frame rate is, and then we cut and say, it's important because I want you to have the frame rate you want to have in the project. I don't want you. I don't want you to start slower and then go faster. You have to have the one you want to have, and that's important. We'll get back to that later, even though that's just what I said. In any case, I get to try my hands at editing. Who knows? Who cares? All right. Okay. So this is the animation thing it gives you. It gives you. I think this is white. It looks really bright. I don't like that, so I usually add. There's a difference between adding an animation frame and adding like a normal layer. If you have drawn anything at all digitally, oh shit! Oh, it was leaning on my computer. No wonder. If you have been drawing on digital on a computer, you would know what a layer is. In Clip Studio Paint, there's two different layers. You have the layer, and when you animate, you have an animation layer. And there's two different things, and we'll get back to that later. But yes, so I usually make a layer that isn't. Is this white? Yeah, it is white. I don't like to animate on a white screen, so I make this one instead, right? You can even make it a bit darker. It will mess with the colors a bit, but I think it does it less than white anyway, because things are allowed to look bright and things are allowed to look dark on a gray color. If I were to... Now I'm just drawing. We're not into the animated part. Apparently there is some some art tips in here too before we start. Because I like to explain my every choice. I can explain everything or I can explain nothing. You guys take your pick. But yes, if it's white, if you draw with white, you won't be able to see it. And if you try to draw something that is brighter in color, it's going to be hard to see, and it's not going to look very bright compared to the white you have in the background. But if you make it to the gray, things are actually allowed to look bright. And you actually can draw with white. Which is nice when you have... Well, like pro tip, if you ever have a character, don't make color that is pure white and pure black. But I have a character that is both black and white-ish. And so white highlights and black shadows is something I really often use, but to be able to have light highlight, where was the point in this? Well, the point is that you are allowed to make things look bright and with shading and stuff. But yeah, that's why it's gray. That's why I like it gray. Now, the first things here is that I've shown you that there's two layers. I'm sitting right in front of them, but there's an animation layer and there's a normal layer. I just made a normal layer, which you do the normal way. But here, in this animation folder, you can't really see it. I can move it over here for you. So you can actually see it. There's an animation folder here. And this is an animation layer. But you can't really see the difference. If I were to draw here, it would look exactly the same as if I were to draw here. And I was, what we're missing here is, whatever you call this, a dock. I'm gonna call it a dock, because that's what OBS calls it. We're missing a vital dock. And there's a few ones that's animation-based. This one is called animation cells, which I don't actually know what is. I don't know that much of animation yet. I just know how to make one. What you want to see is the timeline. And I have it at the I have it at the bottom here. And here you get to see, it's really confusing. It's all very confusing at first. But this is your timeline. This is essentially your animation. I don't know. Don't ask me about multiple timelines, because I don't know about that yet. I just know you need the one, and I can animate in the one timeline. But it's essentially your animation. So here you have all your frames. You have the paper frame, which we can just delete. Yes, thank you. And you have the frame that, it's not a frame, it's a layer, sorry. And you have second layer that I drew for yeah, and then we have the animation layer. And here you get to choose It's pretty simple. We can put up the settings menu, but you can also just... You see this blue one here? This blue one says when your animation stops. This one says when it begins, and you can choose where it begins. And this one chooses where it stops. So normally you would have this at 1. And then you can choose how long you would have to be. If you have... We're going... If you have Clip Studio, but you don't have the animation extension software, which you probably don't, if we're going to be honest, because it's expensive as shit, you are only allowed to put it to like 24 or 25. So we'll just put it for there for now. And you get to choose... This here chooses how long the frame is. This is much more in depth than I thought it would be. I thought I was gonna actually be animating things, but anyway, we're here now. This one shows how long it's gonna last. So every number of these are 1 frame, essentially. So if you get to 1 here, it counts 1 second, and you see how this one is dark and this one is slightly less dark, and that this is like 2 seconds. So this is 2 seconds-ish, and if we play it, you can see it goes through all of these frames, and it stops the gray one when it stops here, right? So you can choose how long it'll last. So if you really wanted to, you could essentially animate with normal layers. You just put it physically yourself how long you want them to last. So if I wanted to make 2 frames here, I could draw on this, I think, and then I could draw this. But I wouldn't recommend it, because it would make things a lot different. But, you know, or like difficult. But, you know, it works. See? There's an animation here. But yeah, what we want to do is, this is the animation folders, or not the folder, the file. When you choose this animation as the file, it sets it up for you. But if you want to set up your own animation folder, which I do, I use multiple animation folders for my animation. I essentially use the folders as different layers. Like if I have line art on one animation folder and then colors on one other, because I just find it simpler to animate like that. But we're not there yet. I am sorry. This button here is what you're looking for. This is the new animation folder, and it creates another one for you. And you to put an animation frame in it, you go to this next button here that says new animation cell. And then there you have it. Which might be what the dock for animation cells shows you, but I don't know. We're not going there yet. And what the animation layers does, or animation cells, I suppose I should call it, because that's what they call it, is that they allow you to have onion skin on it. And for those who don't know a lot about animation, onion skin is when you draw something, right? Let's draw a ball. Let's draw it with a different color. You draw a ball, and then you go to this next frame. You can't see it. You can't see the previous ball. But if you click on the thing that called Enable Onion Skin, which I have on the timeline right here, you get to see it. This is the previous frame of the thing I draw. So I can draw the ball here, and it will go up and down. And if I go back here, I can see where it... so I can see where the next one is going to be. So we have a past and a future, and this is something you can change in the settings, which I think you find in the animation up on the screen. You can go click all of this. Screen might be frozen. It doesn't look frozen to brave words. On the Twitch preview that I have of my stream, it's not frozen. So I would jump to the conclusion that it's a you issue, but I can't really say that it is either. It's just the fact that I'm watching the Twitch preview of my stream, and it probably would show too if it was frozen. I mean, not that I was really talking about anything, because I was just talking about everything. Stream is fine, that's good. Man. I feel like maybe I should have thought about more how I wanted to present this how I wanted to present the animate with OrcaOtter. Because I'm really going into depths now. And I'm not sure if it's a good idea or not. You know, you know when you get an idea and you're like, this is so good, and then you try it, and I suppose if there's not a lot of like responses, you start to be like, wait, is this really a good idea? And sometimes it's not about the responses either. You just think about it, then suddenly, wait, maybe this isn't a good idea at all. I'm getting those second thoughts right now, especially with the way I present it. But I guess we'll as we say in Norwegian, ta et bed av det sure eplet and continue. Knowing that feeling, yes. Yeah. But okay. Where was I? Yes, and you can customize the onion in the settings up here. Somewhere. I think it's in the timeline. No, but here you can change your frame rate and stuff, I think. And also settings, which is you can physically choose if you want to, which I did at the beginning. I choose the start frame to be 1 and then the end frame to be like 24 or 25, whatever it let me have. Because until I got the extension for the animation on the Clip Studio Paint, I animated with the free, or well, I got, like, not the free, because Clip Studio Paint still costs money, but with the Paint Pro version, you get limited space of where you can actually animate, and it only limits the length. It only limits how many frames you can have. So you can still do a lot of animation in it, and I did. So I usually would just go in here, I would set it to 24, 25, because that's how long I could make it. And then, I would hit OK, but I am free to choose now. I can have all the frames, and I am so happy I have that. So we're not going back there yet. Right, but here you can also choose new animation layer. Oh, it really works. An animation folder really works as a layer, actually. Never mind. New animation cell, you can edit track. Is this? There's something called keyframes. I haven't dabbled too much into that, but I think it's really handy. Here, show animation cells. Here you can edit your onion skin settings. How about a speed run for creating a bouncing ball at one point? It's a suggestion for later. A speed run? I'm not sure what you mean with the speed run. But anyway, here's how you can change your settings. I'll probably just talk a lot about this. Then I will start animating, and then people will ask questions, and I will answer. I guess this is just like a foundation, and then I'll just ask any questions that pop up if there's any questions popping up later. Although a speedrun is a different kind of question. But yeah, you know what? We can animate a bouncing ball. Let me put this to 25. And then what I usually start with is planning out the motion, which I don't use a lot of frames for, and I would space them out based on how fast this particular frame would go. And let me start over with the ball. Because there's semi-speedrun, a simple run, just friends. I was going to animate a walking cycle today. That was my point. That was my plan. I just ended up talking so much instead. But maybe I'll just do that. I'll take away this for now. I don't want to save this. Because what I do is that I do it on my own from the start. I make a normal... I'm gonna call this... I thought my phone was ringing for a second. I'm gonna call this what I want it to be. Gonna save it. Yeah. This is why I like to have the window captured and not the display. But whatever, we're here now. Actually, I'm going to go back to it. I like to have my projects private. There's there's nothing wrong with that. No, no. There you go. Haha! Now I can be free and as elusive as I want to. Alright. This one. This one. Okay. So now I have it saved. And this is like normally how I start any art projects. So, first, let's change the settings, because what I didn't show was how the border worked. But you see, there's no border. I don't animate with borders, because I don't know how to set them up on my own. These don't exist there. What I see on the screen is what I get. And I don't typically... Well, I mean, if the animation is meant for video, I keep the 1920 1080 pixels by pixel. I keep the size, if you will. But that's not what we're doing here today. I'm doing a walk cycle, and I would like a smaller canvas for that. Change canvas size. Thank you. Let's just make it square. Square is good. We like squares. Alright. This might have something to do with how it previews, but whatever. And what we do to make it a trusty animation is that we go to our timeline dock here and we add a timeline. And here you get all the animation questions, and then you click OK, and you can animate. I'm gonna take away this, and then we have to add our own animation folder, but that's fine. We can add our own things. So now we're back in the game, right? Now we can animate as much as we wanted to in the other one, except for the border. But who knows? Who cares? What I want to do today is I'm going to animate a walking cycle of a specific character that I've drawn earlier. So I'll just put up a ref somewhere. I really only have... I didn't save a picture. Alright. Oh! I get to open it anyway. Yeah, I have a sub view here, which allows me to put up reference images and have it in a separate window. Which you can't see now because I put it out of the program. Let me click on that. Can you stop popping up here? I want you on this. This! Thank you. Here you go. Yeah, I have a sub-view dock, which allows me to put up reference pictures, and you can zoom and you can color pick. That's the setting I put. Yeah, I put this on so that I could color pick, which is really handy. Okay. So I'm gonna animate this character, which I'm conveniently sitting in front of right now. I'm gonna animate him walk. So first off, I need to draw the base of where we're starting with. And I shouldn't draw it with his color. I'll just... There you go. I like to do circles, but this is more of an art thing. I like to do circles for the head, and then I draw squares-ish for the body. So that's a different thing. Let's see. How do I want to animate this? Let's just do... This is the torso. This is the hips. And then, well, we need the legs. And I draw, let's see. I'm pretty okay with drawing legs, so I can draw out the base shape right away. I also forgetting the part where it's supposed to walk. Okay. I would talk about the technicalities of that, but I don't know that much about walk cycles, so I'll just draw one, right? I'm gonna start with, I think the easiest for now is starting with when your feet is like, when one of the feet is directly underneath the character, right? This is where the head would be the highest, by the way. And then one of them is walking, right? Yeah. And let's go 3 for now, because we can't. Instead of editing the frame rate as we go along, we can just edit how long we want a frame to last. I can make this frame last 10 frames, last a whole second if I want to, which is not something that Flipkit did. So I don't have to compensate the lowering and upping the frame rate. Alright, and then this would go back. This would also be lowered. This one would be back here. And then this one comes down. Maybe we'll just actually put it on the ground. There you go. It's a bit wonky. Is that anatomy is off? Damn it. Trying again. There we go, I think. We probably should put this further behind. I think. Yeah, that works. At least it works for what we're going for. We can fix it afterwards. This is just the base. This is the skeleton of where we build stuff, right? So what happens now is that the head needs to go up again. It's too far up. That or this one isn't up enough. This is where it would be nice if I went to the on settings and went to see further behind than just the one, but I'm too lazy to do that. Okay, so what happens now is that this one comes up and the balance is off, and then let's see. There we go. And then this one goes back to where this one was, just on the other side. Yeah, I think you can animate a walking cycle. You can animate a pretty decent walking cycle in 4 frames. Speaking of, I think the end is. One thing to note is that when you make a new layer, or anything new really, it's going to automatically. Oh shit! Is automatically we're going to make it last. Oh. That was a rude interruption, but okay, alright, farewell. Fair enough, I mean, not farewell, don't leave. Hi, dude! Welcome to stream! Congratulations on being the official first, and thank you for the crab redeem. Here's your crab. the OBS was in the wrong display again. Oh, why do you do this to me? Thank you. Not the wrong display, but the wrong whatever. Yeah. So when you make a new layer, it will automatically make it last from the start of the animation to the end of the animation, which could be handy to know. How are you doing today? I'm doing all right. I'm being very spontaneous, and because of that, I am all over the place. But you know, things are all right. Let's see. I think these frames last the same. How are you doing today? All right. Yes. No, that's definitely it. Now we have to draw this leg going forward. Suddenly it became very long. Very long leg. You're good? That's good. And then this one pops out back.
Hey, did you remember to save?
Well, I mean,
though?
well, but it's like,
That's what I thought.
oh, shut up. Thank you for the save check. Right. And then we have to draw the head again. Which might be a bit tall. Because, yeah, I think the neck is a bit long, but, you know, whatever. I draw long necks. That's nothing new. There you have it. A walking cycle. It's very choppy because it's only 4 frames. We can make it go faster and being a bit less choppy by making it go a bit faster. Oop, my bad. I think it's worth noting that this leg doesn't go entirely the same length back that this leg does, you see? Oh, I messed up. Messing up. Oh, what I'm not doing is I'm not rotating the hip. That's what's happening. The hip is like stationed here anyway, all the time, but it should be like moving with the leg. So this one should be more in the middle. It's back, and this should be more in the middle again. And then this one would have it or forward. That's why the leg looked so long. Hey, we're learning stuff! It's going to look a bit wonky, and I think you would be able to see the butt, and you would also be able to see other leg coming here, which would make this one also feel less stretched. Less, maybe not that much. It's all about the trick of the eye too. If it looks alright, it's whatever. That's usually how I do my art anyway. Which means that this also should be rotated. That makes sense. So I think that makes more sense. Let me just take this away. The front here can go a bit further. Front, apparently. I'm just gonna do it this way. That works. He walks. At least, sort of. See, I want him to walk a bit slower. Or do I? Maybe not. No. That's something else. There's people who do it this, where you have like, I'm just gonna borrow this, where you animate like between the frames and you just connect them. That's also a pretty nice way of animating. I don't always do that, but as you can see, I'm doing it this case. Normally, actually, I draw the outline of the character first before I try to perfect any movement, but oh well. Let's make this smaller. Wait. Oh, this is in between the both of them. That's true. Not sure which way to draw this, so I'm just gonna not draw the cross in the middle. So now I just try to position whatever I draw in this frame to be in the middle of the frame that comes before and the frame that comes after. He's supposed to have small legs, but I haven't really drawn his small legs. Yeah, and they're not supposed to be. They're supposed to be further. Yeah, I made him taller than he actually is. Oh, I'm also using the wrong brush. It's supposed to be small, and his thighs are supposed to be really long compared to his legs. A character. Yes, that's what we're doing. We're animating a character. Let me see. So when foot walks forward, it would. I'm just gonna try to pretend that this is natural. There's a bit of flashing here, but I think that works. This is what I get for making all the in-betweens before I've actually started drawing them. Do you ever just forget how anatomy works? I do it all the time. I'll fix the leg issue afterwards. Wait. This one's supposed to be long. is a bit wonky here. We'll fix it post. Oh wait, no, I drew it. That's not what I was supposed to do. I forgot. There you go. Oh wait. It's the wrong brush again. How does butts work? I don't really... Ugh. Whatever. Pretending that this is accurate anatomy again. See. Ugh. Right, okay, so this one goes back again. Oh. That's a long leg. And then this one goes up. Right, there's supposed to be a similar frame to this. I can't remember. Oh, there it is. Yeah, I drew this a bit higher than I drew the other one. This also looks a bit... Oh, we're just gonna... Ta-da! I haven't drawn that many walking cycles. Maybe a bit, rough start to do, but, you know, works. I've drawn a few, though, so, you know, I feel like I should have had this under... Alright. So now I add another animation folder. I lower the... Oh, thank you for the burrito. I lower the opacity on the one underneath, and I start... Oh. I added the wrong thing. Trying to draw the character. Which, you know, is a lot of details. Alright. If we start with the overall body first... That's a long nose. Maybe I should make it a bit slow. I missed my, eraser brush. Alright. Now would be good timing if Fid's popped in, because we're drawing a rat. Yeah, for anyone asking, this is a rat. This isn't the mouse, it's a rat. It's meant to be a rat. Small ears and big nose. Or something. I forget what makes a rat a rat. But now it would be nice timing anyway. Alright. And of course I'm drawing fluff. I was supposed to do the main shape. I forgot the arms. I haven't drawn the arms yet. Alright, okay. This is still a rough layer, so we're just gonna keep it that. Arms go parallel of the legs. So here, this arm. So here, this arm would be. Wait, no. Here, this arm would be here. Okay. No, wait. No, 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 no. Oh, okay, so the torso, this one would... Okay, so... Yeah, because this one would be forward. And then the other hand would be backwards. So following that... Sun will be roughly here. Meaning it would be coming... Or it would be coming from behind here. His arms are longer than that because they can actually bend. Reach. I just drew a very short arm for no reason. There you go. And... Right, and we have to draw the rest of the character. Let me see. Now we cheat the system a bit, because legs are supposed to be small. And they're not. Let's see. We also have to draw his tail, which is going to be hard. Oh, I also haven't drawn his bag. Oh, hey, we could use the bag as an excuse to cover up the butt that I don't know how looks. Oh, that's awesome. That's genius. Wanna add... Maybe I should wait for the bag. Alright. I'm gonna animate the tail afterwards. Cause I... Oh, well, I've animated all these other parts of him. I might as well join the hat. I should not do that. Okay. Because now it gets really finicky. I have the under layer, which shows the structure of where I'm supposed to go, and I have the preview of where I draw... Oh, shit. The previous details. And it's all really convoluted. I'm just gonna follow the legs, because those are the ones that I've animated the pathing for, mostly. Let's see. Like this. And Alright. This is where it also comes in handy to be able to draw beforehand. Because it's, very easy, yeah, it's easier to know where to draw when you know how to draw, even though animation can still be a challenge. I would have added a bounce to this, but I don't want to think about that now, so I'm just gonna save that for another. This is also going to look less sketchy than this one, because here I have, like, the details on, so now I can follow it more easily. And it's still very messy, of course, but it's a bit less messy than if I were to draw them from the beginning. Again. Let's see. I suppose we would be able to see his pads come up here. There's only fur here. Guess that's how those kinds of pants work. I suppose just because I can cover up his butt doesn't mean that he doesn't have one. There you go. At least we're indicating that he has a butt. I think. I'll look at it after. I'll look at it afterwards. How long have I been going for? An hour? Oh man. The plan to this was I was supposed to finish an entire animation on that one stream, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to do that today. I was not that prepared for streaming today. Because, like, again, I wanted to stream, but then today I actually didn't want to stream because it was rough. But then I wanted to stream because I wanted to animate because, today's been rough. But streaming is also rough, and so. Well, it's life, but, you get what I mean. Right. Oh, this is getting hard to anticipate. Trying to imagine where the movement is going to go and how he looks in that movement is hard. We're just gonna keep covering up his butt. This one actually should be connected to his tail. Why didn't I think of that when I made the character? Oh man. Well, whatever. I'll add it as a design later. Wait, now I'm drawing on top of that. Wait, this is coming back? Wasn't it just... Oh, it's not in the back. It is on the way back. Oh, okay. Trust the process. No, because it's there. Oh, his chest should rotate more too. There you go. This makes more sense. We'll let that bounce later. Hopefully, if I remember it. I'm like the type of person that can't animate everything at the same time because I'm too busy keeping in mind how the body should behave and how it should look and how the feed is supposed to work than to be able to pay attention to how everything else is supposed to work. Doesn't look half bad. Except the arm kind of just pops out of nowhere. And this one should probably go further in. So I'm too busy animating a walk cycle. I keep forgetting like why I'm animating the walk cycle and thinking about how he would walk as the character. Alright. Scrapping this. Put it into the... Oh, shit. Sometimes it puts the folder into the animation folder as long as with the... Yeah. Alright. I am tired, man. It's alright. I can always do another first episode of or Animate with OrcaOtter. Alright, okay. And then we just... And it's gone. You can zoom in a bit since that's the end. Alright, okay. So what I'm gonna do first is I'm not gonna do that. That's the wrong thing to do. I'm gonna do this. And I'm going to draw the character. And let me think. Maybe I shouldn't put too much into it. Because this is supposed to be meant this is supposed to go for like a project that's like supposed to be like just to try out and learn things. Let's see. Alright. So we draw him. He sort of like leans backwards. Actually, he leans forward, not backwards. But you know, you get it. Let's make him not do that small, that big steps. Oh, his hips are not following. Okay, if we're drawing the hips in this position, let's just draw the legs in the corresponding one then. Oh. This would be easier with Fitz here. He's also in on the project. Not the Animate with Orca project, the project where I'm animating this for. I hasn't been in stream in a while either, but yeah, you know what? That's up to him. Like it's up to everyone else who wants to be in the stream. Let me see. I am very grateful for those who are here. Um, yeah, they come out of a bit of I don't know. Not that used to drawing curvy characters, but I'm trying to learn. Right, and then let me just kiss the tail. It's going down. Yeah, the tail will go this way. And the back will be because I also wanted to go over the shoulder. I think. Maybe I don't. Alright. Let me see. It wouldn't go. Yeah, let me just put the bag there. Because I want him to be a nervous rat, right? He would like hold on to stuff when he walks. Or maybe not. Okay, wait. Oh, his... Because this foot is back, meaning that his torso would be kind of bent. This. Now it almost looks like we have the correct anatomy too, eh? Look at us. See. If we go with that. See, I want to draw his whiskers. Let's see, and then the hip would be seen directly from the side. Yeah, I'll just angle that after I animated the tail. Oh. Let me see. Uh, Whoa, that's far behind. That's the wrong brush. Um, there you go. Oh, I forgot to draw things. Because he's supposed to, like, land a bit. It's supposed to be lower. Where did they go in the first place? Oh. Well, at least that's more like it. How is chat? Is chat hanging out? Chat doing alright? Does chat have any questions? Probably not, because then he would just ask. Yeah, it looks a bit all over the place, I know. I try to like smaller for some reason. this. Because I'm just gonna extend this. Place that so I can see it and just put this conveniently in front of it. So, doing progress? Yeah. Because now I can see the onion skin from the first frame, so I can connect the two. And as you can see, the legs are really small compared. For some reason. Yet I haven't done a lot of walking circles. Oh boy. No. Where is this? There it is. He really just takes up his hand before he puts it front. Alright, okay. Weird flex, but alright. Because now... Wait. Yeah, because it's like... When is it back? Here it is. It's just... Oh, it looks cute, but it's not really... Let me see. Two, three, two. Aren't they roughly the same? One, two, three, one, two, three, one, two, three, one, two, three. That works. Sort of, at least. Just edit this out a bit. I did this. This comes in here. Not good at turning his torso, but whatever. This. Because I like fold the thingy in. So it suddenly grows thinner. that's not what I want. Alright, let's try to do his tail. Let's see. Okay. Well, now I've animated back and forth. Okay, cause... Okay, wait. Ah. Okay, cause it comes from up, right? So he would go down, and now he goes up, so it would... Then it will go down again. Oh shit. So I want it to be fluid, but I don't want it to just be hanging after him. Yeah, that's not good. Because his tail is sort of long, which means I probably can't fit it onto this canvas, but alright. Let's say it's around this long. Okay. This butt doesn't really move that much. Yeah, that doesn't work. It needs more fluidity than just 2 frames. No. Right. I think I'm thinking about this the wrong way. It has been down. Yeah, because it has been up. It's not gonna work! Ugh! Tails is not the strong suit of mine. Not yet. Well, at least not with work cycles. Ugh. Right. It has been up, it's going down. Has been down, it's going up. So it... And like... Because it's making a new... But it's... I also need to continue the old one. Which makes it do this... Which makes me make it do this. I suppose what I could do is that... Yeah, it just... Okay, I mean... Oh, I erased the one I was gonna have. Okay. Okay. What I need to do is lift up the end slightly. Where does it want to go? Alright, let's do this. Like even... Oh boy, what is it that I'm not seeing? Because this goes up, this goes up, this goes up. This goes up, this goes down, this goes up. Wait. Because this isn't right either. Okay, let's try to do it the other way around. So it was here, and it went here. So it's the wrong brush. No, it's going there. Dang it. Oh, I still get the same problem, don't I? If there's something wrong with the starting frame. It's so hard to figure out where to start with the tail, because I don't know how it would move, and I don't know where it ends up. Okay, let's start, because this goes this way. And then... Then... Right? I think so. But we discover through trial and error? Yeah, yeah. Shut up. I don't see you discovering anything. Because if this is there, it means that this... I should have started with that. Right. No, let's too... That also doesn't work. Alright, so... Logically, let me see. So we have an ending position, we have the middle position, and then we have the position which would be... Oh wait, that's the middle. That's the... Oh wait, That's the middle. This one goes back to the middle. This one goes to the end. And now I just need to connect it in a way that's satisfying, right? I think I moved this the wrong way. That also does not work at all. Why would I think it would? Okay. I'm drawing with the wrong brush again. Oh, we almost have something! That makes sense, actually. Oh, thank you for the water. I can offer this energy drink that's just been standing here all along, and I've never done anything with it. Ah, thank you. Okay, I have the motion, but I think they're in the wrong places. Alright, let me just... Woohoo! Sorry. Shivers. Because I think... Because this is up. It does not make sense. Ah, now I can see why that one is so out of place compared to the rest. Oh, that was pretty devious, actually. Okay, so this is up. This is down. Uh, wait, no. You're looking good? Thank you. At least it works like it's supposed to. Sort of, in a way. I should probably draw the bag. Let's just draw this layer. Be under the tail, but you know what? Under the sea. Under the sea. Because I'm under the tail, get it? There we go. Oh, I thought, yeah, there it is. Alright! And then, you know, no, not that layer. We do this, we do that, and then we do this. Did I? You know what? There you go. And here I would continue the animation if I were continuing the animation, but I'm not doing that right now. Whoop! Oh, I'm going places. Woo! My chair was doing a funky thing because I tried to stretch. Alright, okay. That's it for this time. No, OBS, I don't want you on this screen. I want you on the other. No, OBS, listen to me. There you go. Okay. Yes. Thank you for joining in on my first attempt at animating with OrcaOtter. This is a rough ride because I have never done anything like this and I have no idea how I want it to be. So, you know, it makes only sense that it's all over the place. But I hope you had fun. I had fun. It's fun to animate and it's fun to have stream. And I'll see you maybe Tuesday? Maybe. For more driving. Maybe. Yeah, thank you guys for hanging out, and I'll see you around. I hope you have a nice rest of the Sunday. Maybe Monday. Maybe it's Saturday. No, I don't think it's Saturday. No. And we'll see you next time. Okay, bye everyone. Bye. Bye bye.